Tas-tas.
I'll treat your wounds.
Halo cuy, kamu udah diambil material cuy? Sini aja cuy. Wordku. Iya baru live ini, baru mulai. Okay. Halo cuy. Jam 8 mungkin.
Add Astra. Thank you for completing. Add Astra.
Aku mau ngeluarin apa? Weekly boss. Tapi ada yang baru ya? Mau ngeluarin tapi aku belum requestnya, belum kalau nak kena spoiler dong. Ntar aja nak masih ada Sabtu sama Minggu kan? Awalnya kebangetan. Apanya tuh? Bedku masih tinja. Ini kan apa 10 sih. Sudah 10, 11, 12 lah. Benar kan ya tepaknya dia? Aku pakai senjata apa dia? Oh, iya benar.
rage.
Mind the sight.
The doctor was seeing.
Seems like an emergency. A bitter.
Receive my blessing for the everlasting.
Can't hide the truth. The mystery unravels. It all falls into place.
Hitungannya ini gak ada instruktur ya? Banyak ini adanya.
A bitter pill to swallow. Remember, health comes first.
A new moon rises. Lush as the moon, bright a frost moon of old.
It all adds up.
They seem to be having fun. Greetings. Greetings to you too, Luanatar. Yes, I saw people playing with their friends using cups at the flagship. They would place a gemstone under a cup, then quickly shuffle the cup upon stopping. They would have the Kuhenki love the feeling of spinning about. Wait, so you went to the flagship? Some did ask, and I said, I'm dressing up as the moon goddess today. I look just like her, don't I? Wow! You've really taken that trick from Moonprayer now. Well, not entirely. Was my acting not natural? Why does it feel like someone learned all the wrong lessons? Luanatar would like you to guess where she's hiding. In that case, please stake 100,000 more to start with. Okay, You definitely should have. We're about to begin. And spin. Can you guess where Luanatar is? Bingo. Was that too easy for you? Should you come around to play again?
I was curious. How exactly did you play with them earlier? You can't see anything if you don't use Kuvaki, but if you do use it, you...
Well, I can open my eyes.
Oh yeah! Didn't think of that.
Luanatar says that...
Thank you, Hatya, May.
A deja vu I could have done without.
Kenapa itu?
To what extent we can implement the final...
Yeah, no surprise at...
Once we roll this out, any Sumerus... This still leaves us with a significant equipment shortage, though. Many groups of people were never issued Akasha terminals, including mercenaries.
We'll need a supply of rare materials for the renovation of Aru and the production of new terminals.
Iya, Conquest-nya Sumeru
Now, the best place to source
yang
these
baru.
locally- Time
Dan
is
keluar
not on
dari
our
kemarin.
side here.
The Aru merge and renovation project
akun
will have
quest
to
yang
be
baru
carried out
6.6, bukan yang Sumeru yang lama.
Mr. Sethos is quite familiar with the layout of King Deshret's mausoleum.
I have every confidence. In the meantime, we...
Makes sense. There's not much we can do until the...
Get information and stay close. What is this, boot camp?
It's just Sino being Sino.
Wah, na-spoiler dong kamu di sini.
Look at the excess primal construct.
And King
Bapak sih,
Deshret's
cuy.
pillars agreed.
If they're just sitting there doing nothing, we might as well put them to use. Thought.
Jadi yang paling baru ini. Maksudnya Creation Note Cry dia, bukan di Sumeru ya?
Space. Move or be moved. The wind rises. Know your place. That's far enough.
Your sins weigh upon your soul.
Futile. Swing ahead. Excuse me? Sage's wisdom! Futa! Swing ahead! Excuse me? Nowhere to run! Judgment is upon you! Guilty! Their penance is due! Way ahead! Tala! You dare to gaze upon me? Quit following. Too slow. Excuse me? Squall and Fury. Unsightly insects. Surrender! Through me, justice is served.
These devices should still be usable even though they're broken down. Let's take them back for the others to review.
Move or be moved! The wind rises. I'm used to this. Excuse me? Nowhere to run! Way ahead! Excuse me? Sage's wisdom! Follow me. Too slow. Give some space. Behold.
How many do we need again?
Enough to make an cop.
I remember you telling me how revolutionary these are.
The academia.
Jangan kalau cuy, jangan kalau.
Neither hat guide.
Well, if it all goes.
Oh, goody! Thank you so much for handling the delivery. What a long way it was. I'm well aware. Oh, trust me. I'm patting myself on the back for my assembly work here. But will you really be needing all of this? According to our plan, yes, this is the quantity required. I have no complaints about the quality either. Only the price.
I heard you covered a lot of the funding out of your own pocket.
Oh, that's an exaggeration. Of course, it's really quite a beautiful design. And I'm intrigued by how
Did you attend the lecture on Light Realm Energy, Madam?
Of course I attended. I was just a little late, so I had to listen to the whole thing from outside the back door. Ahem. Anyway, I have a perfectly good understanding of Light Realm, Elemental, and Abyssal energy, as well as the relationship between the three.
Good to know. Master told me in private that the conversion process between Light Realm energy and Elemental energy involves highly classified knowledge that shouldn't be disseminated too widely. But even so, the scholars still shared said information.
Well, you can't enforce a rule that everyone breaks. Is that the idea?
At first, the
Hello.
Dojo Archon was reluctant to explain it in great depth for safety reasons. Later, she came to terms with it, and simply informed my master that we would all have to face the question of survival together. To protect someone from such dangers means keeping them in the dark. But for someone to know and embody the wisdom within, they must understand its very essence. It's an information hazard. We're exposed to danger just by knowing the facts. And just like bait, it lures us in by offering us the solution.
Watching terus format ko.
But if you're not
Sumeru
careful,
mo gimana?
you'll
Udah
shoot
kelar?
the problem. But today, this big problem.
What do you mean? I get it. For instance, you and I share secret
Sumeru
knowledge
yang bikin
because-
trauma.
What? That is not what I call. Well, as they
Ah,
often
Sumeru
say
udah
about
lewat
mana,
100%.
an event that is
Aman
monumental
bagi
to the
akun kamu.
individual is negligible in the grand
No,
scheme
itu
of
justru di awal, cuy.
Literally, the fate of the individual
Biar
is an insignificant
udah
event.
apa
Being from a
plong
mortal,
gitu
the
rasanya
subject
kalau
of our
udah
And
Sumeru udah kelar.
when the same secret is shared with a group of people, the same fate binds them. Most people would find this.
Sharing knowledge is all right. I think that's everything.
Thanks a
Yang di gurun apalagi itu?
Where's my key?
Nah, kalau advance quest nggak tahu kerjain, emang bisa ngerjain advance quest yang selanjutnya? Nggak bisa, bukannya urut harus ya advance quest ya?
Okay, the materials are ready. We can proceed
Yaimi
with the
ko
next
next batch.
phase.
Yaimi ko? Nah, bisa ya? Advance quest
Most
itu.
of the information
Akhirnya
on
harus
is
urut.
written in ancient
Masa harus urut deh advance quest cuy?
Not lost
Emang
to
bisa
history,
ya?
I hope.
Buat
Some
quest
are.
yang bisa,
All we can do is infer the meaning. Well,
penarpon
no.
kayaknya harus urut deh.
After Aru started,
Apa
Humans
bisa ya?
cannot read what is written by the gods, except by not
Baru
reading.
bikin akun gitu, air
Victory should
Grade
not
10
be
itu
easy
langsung
to
bisa kan
attain, for it
ada
symbolizes
advance quest yang
divine
not quite bisa?
wisdom. Knowledge must not waver, for it has
Oh, itu ya?
is this a clue to solving a? You can't read it. Wait,
a chessboard.
Hai,
You were right. The youth of today are skilled at solving riddles.
oh harus air 45
the
tapi.
secret-
I've always been against overly cryptic.
it's you three, just in time. We've been delving deep.
I've heard this was how you'd while away your.
It is true.
Is this chessboard supposed?
Naturally. Visitors, everything is ready.
1 second. It's
Dangerous?
I should be the one to go then. Wait for me here.
Sounds like the self-confidence of our present.
Kapon kecil
Ridiculous. I'm your upper class.
masih sempat kang main na akun banyak gitu. Dapat
Besides,
kuatan mo.
I'm sure they won't let things get out
Satu
of
dia dah
hand.
pusing.
Keeping things relatively safe is in your best interest too, isn't it?
Fair enough. I mean, you guys are control.
But Bennu said he wanted to put some respect into these whippersnappers.
Thank you. Obviously, we'll still try. This doesn't seem like ordinary chess. Is the goal?
No, you must enter the board and pass.
Ready?
Let's do it.
Napa ini?
The first trial is posed by me.
I don't think this is gonna stop us.
But the key to this game lies in working together. Otherwise, you will be deemed to have broken the rules.
Looks like it's up to me. Marak, can you open it?
King Deshret's favorite primal construct. Living on in suitcase form, of all things. Amusing.
Ho ho! Excellent work.
Zara ngapain sih ini? Dipindahin ke sana atau? Boleh buat kolobina prostituali. Ini sudah kenapa ya? Apa harus ke titik itu? Ya aku gak bisa dong, kesana dong. Ketutupan itu udah. Halo Rastat. Terus mulangnya gimana ini?
The first trial is posed by me.
I don't think this is gonna stop us.
But the key to this game lies in working together. Otherwise, you will be deemed to have broken the rules.
Looks like it's up to me.
Oh, iya.
Lorak, can you open it?
King Deshret's favorite primal construct. Living on in suitcase form, of all things. Amusing.
Ho! Excellent work. Now is the time for my
Baru pengen main pas waktu mepet aja kalau yang pertama masih nguli.
I'll make it nice and easy for you.
Really?
Thanks in advance. We appreciate it.
Kasian baru. Ya gak bisa dong, hitamnya gimana tuh? Aleba gak bisa ke situ. Sama ya bu ya.
Now is the time for my trial.
This one is easy.
Now, don't be nervous. I'll make it nice
I'm
and
not good at
easy.
puzzle.
Really?
Thanks in advance. We appreciate it.
Ini kan dimik, udah paham? Malu. Oh ini harusnya dibangun nggak bisa dong. Oh ya ini buangnya ke sini. Wah ini baru bisa. Teman dia bisa masuk situ. Pandai kan saya?
Ibis King, don't you think this all rather inappropriate? You may as well be handing them victory on a silver platter. Do
Ya
not expect
dong.
me to follow your lead.
Suit yourself.
Nih pero sana gimana lo? This one I'll help you with if you need help. Wait. Tidak mau pindah sana deh. Ini harusnya udah buang sini. Kalau pindah ke sini, kejauhan muternya. Habis dulu.
Strange time to catch up on sleep.
I'm not sleeping, I'm thinking. It's not that simple, you know.
Kan itu belum kuambil ya. Ntar dong aku. Balikinnya gimana nih? Gak bisa ditarik ke sini ya?
Ibis King, don't you think this all rather inappropriate? You may as well be handing them victory on a silver platter. Do not expect me to follow your lead.
Suit yourself.
Kenapa cuy?
Strange time to catch up on sleep.
Tuh sana nggak nyampe.
I'm not sleeping, I'm thinking. It's not that simple, you know.
Ya mampus ya, aku juga mati dari tadi. Oh nggak bisa didorong ya? Wah, salah tuh ini.
Ibis King, don't you think this all rather inappropriate? You may as well be handing them victory on a silver platter. Do not expect me to follow your lead.
Ha! Suit yourself.
Ya harusnya kesini kan dia, terenan kan? Atas coba nggak usah ditolak. Maksudnya gimana? Dia dong atas nggak bisa ke sana, kalau ke kanan tadi udah. Kan bisa-bisanya cuma ke situ dia. Masa kuhuin ke sana? Ah nggak bisa.
Not sleeping, I'm thinking.
Ya ini kesini kan? Sini kan? Bener kan? Besar. Pak ada siap?
Ibis King, don't you think this all rather inappropriate? You may as well be handing them victory on a silver platter. Do not expect me to follow your lead.
Zaman itu ya kamu udah ngerjain ya gampang. Tapi ntar juga bisa sendiri pasti. Tinggal nunggu waktunya aja. Jangan bilang tolak gitu, aku paham cuy. Geser kanan, geser kiri, atas atau bawah, itu aja. Oh didorong kemana karena mbak tahu. Bilang aja kanan atau kiri gitu. Geserin atas kiri ke depan. Atas kiri tuh ini. Ke depan sini berarti, ke sini kan. Tadi udah. Ini kan, ini kan buat ambil atas itu.
Sleeping, I'm thinking. It's not that simple, you know.
Latihan masalah dua batu itu. This one. Move it 2 times. Move it 2 times. 1. Oh ini tinggal kesana kok berarti. Oh iya toh. Pan sampai dong. Terus nyampe ya gimana? Oh ini bisa lagi. Bisa kemana? Jadi ini gak dia apa-apain. Oke, kalau ya. Di sana nih, ke kanan. What's that one? Right, left, up, bottom. Yang bawah geser ke depan, terus geser ke bawah. Depan. Terus ke bawah. Ini. Nah ini gak dia apa-apain. Dia apa-apain kan ini kan. Ini kan buang ke atas kan. Biar aku bisa lurus. Itu kan. Nah gini kan. Oh, isi PC. Nah ada yang lebih susah ini.
Done.
Finally, it's over.
Tadi ada lower difficulty harusnya, aku turunin aja harusnya biar mudah.
Standing on the oh, sorry. I'll save my thoughts for later. Thanks to the three of you for helping us out with this. Is it just me, or were you giving us quite a lot of guidance along the way?
We made but a humble contribution.
You lived up to our
In addition to since Aru's interfered,
So, building up...
imagine for a moment. What would
I agree. This is the best solution possible. Please, everyone, we beg you to help us.
Me, oh my. Well, since you ask so very nice...
Naturally.
Ini mana perangnya ya?
Time to go! Let's go find Nahida! There you are. Miss Nicole truly is an angel. She shows great wisdom in guiding others. And she said that while the other members of the Hexen Circle are busy with important work, she is quite free. And she's more than willing to accompany the people of Oh, there's Nicole, all right. Always super patient and loves to help everyone else.
Nicole.
She is. So kind and enthusiastic. Well, time for us to get going. Let's head up.
This should be one of the closest places to Natlan in all of Sumeru. There's the barrier Nicole and Nefer mentioned. It completely cuts this nation off from the others. But why? Why separate you from the rest of the world now specifically? And if I'm not mistaken, Irminsul was polluted once before, wasn't it?
Mahuicha.
I'm wondering the same thing myself.
That voice. Moika, you got here pretty quickly.
Hello, traveler. It's been a while.
Hello there.
Hello, Dendro Archon.
Moika, I apologize for asking you to meet at the border on such short notice.
Ketemu juga sih Nadit, si Naida sama Mahuicha.
The form in which you see me now is one carried by the traveler. The real me is inside the mausoleum of King Deshret, and I am reaching out to you with my mind from here. Irminsul has been infiltrated by the Doctor. We must be on our guard, as he can spy on information in the world from within the tree. Fortunately, there is no record of the traveler in Irminsul, and you are still within Natlan's borders.
My records will be preserved in the Night Kingdom, rather than the ley lines. As long as the Night Kingdom remains disconnected from the ley line cycle, the Doctor has no way of knowing my movements.
Exactly.
So by meeting each other in this way, the meeting essentially never happened. No wonder Paimon didn't come. You were concerned that her activity would be recorded by Irminsul. The Natlanese have heard about the situation in Sumeru. With the borders sealed off, merchants have been forced to stop their shipments. It's pretty serious.
I'd like to address the question you raised at the beginning. I can offer a brief explanation, although it will sound rather cruel. I don't reach this conclusion gladly, but Irminsul predates the Heavenly Principles. It existed long ago, when the dragons of Natlan were... So even when the people of Sumeru became ill because of pollution, it was not a critical issue from the perspective of Irminsul. But this time, the Doctor's invasion has directly affected the tree. That is what caught the Heavenly Principles established a rule that when Irminsul is plunged into grave danger, a portion of power that way, even if Sumeru is destroyed, the outside world at least has some time to catch its breath.
We'd certainly need it.
The Heavenly Principles created almost everything that exists in Teyvat today. To them, preserving the existence of the world and its inhabitants...
Meaning, protecting Sumeru now falls to you.
Yes. My own power may be limited, especially compared to yours. But that doesn't mean that we're just gonna sit around and wait for the end.
Nicole of the Hexen Circle didn't say exactly what this meeting was about. But after hearing everything you've said so far...
That's right. Nahida and I discussed it at length. We both know how presumptuous this is.
You need the Pyronosis, don't you?
Yes. You guessed correctly. Originally, I only intended to borrow it, but the situation is far graver than I foresaw. So instead, what I ask of you is to please give the Pyronosis
Minta
to
niya
Sumeru.
Pyrognosis.
Why do you sound so nervous? There's no need to be shy.
Surely a gnosis is pretty important to a god.
I guess, but it's not as if losing it would suddenly render us powerless. But I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that. With all the nations you've traveled to, and all the gods you've met, you must have realized that by now. As far as I'm concerned, a gnosis is basically an elemental energy enhancer. But I don't usually use it. You know me. I like to think I'm pretty strong without it.
Yeah. Not about to dispute that.
So you see? You don't need to sweat it. Here, take the Pyronosis.
Uh-huh. Just like that?
Uh-huh. Just like that. To tell the truth, I've always toyed with the idea of giving it to someone who needs it more than I do. I know you accompanied Nahida here to try and increase the chance of success. It's a good thing you did, because your involvement is one of the main reasons you've managed to persuade me.
Are you sure about this? Handing over...
I won't try to quantify it, but trust me. Handing over the Gnosis to Tumaini is far from the craziest idea I could think of. Besides, even if you hadn't come here personally, I think I still would have agreed to Nahida's request. Irminsul doesn't just affect Sumeru. It impacts all of Teyvat. I know all too well how difficult it can be to protect the things you care about. So logically, morally, or however you want to cut it, helping you is the right thing to do. You don't need to tell me the specifics of your plan. Where the Gnosis is involved, the tighter the secrecy, the higher your chances of success.
Moika, my heartfelt thanks go to you and the people of Natlan.
Don't mention it. But now for the hard part.
I have an idea.
Just as I thought.
Incredible. What did you do?
Just made a lucky guess. This seems to happen quite a lot. Things that apply to everyone else don't seem to apply to me. I figured the same might be true here.
Irminsul usually produces effects based on the records it holds. Since the Traveler is a Descender, Irminsul contains no records of her, and thus has no way to impede her.
Is that right? You really are full of surprises. Catch!
Whoa! Thank you, Moika. Thank you for trusting us with something so important.
All right. No need to get so formal. It's not like we're strangers. Besides, there's still one problem. You might be able to pass through the barrier, but I don't know about the Gnosis.
Let me try something. I have the Pyronosis in my hand. It feels strangely ordinary. Not particularly heavy. And yet, this tiny thing... I need to think hard about my memories of Pyro. My memories of journeying through Natlan. All those important experiences I've had.
The gnosis disappeared. Travel.
I'm fine. The Pyronosis disappeared into my body. Just like... phlogiston.
Maybe it resonates with you because you've mastered the power of phlogiston.
Whew.
Please allow me to express my gratitude once again, Malika.
Pleasure. Well, I've given you all the help I can. The rest is up to you.
We won't let you down.
Yeah, we aren't about to lose.
Traveler, Paimon, how are you feeling? Paimon's a teensy bit nervous, but only a teeny tiny bit. Seems like she's gotten way braver over the last few years, huh? Of course. After all the adventures you've had with the Traveler, I'm sure you've gained...
I'm doing alright. What about...
With the negative effects of Irminsul? I'm a bit like a piece of fruit that's been burrowed into by hungry insects and left to rot. I'd be lying it, but please don't worry. We all know what we're getting into, and we've prepared as well as we can. Stoking the fire inside oneself is certainly one way to live, but knowing when to rely... I've been quietly learning little things from everyone, like plucking tufts of fur from a sumpter bee.
Me too. With the constant traveling, I'm always learning and growing. That's the journey of life.
I think there's someone else here who would share that sentiment.
Don't worry about what I think. I was just passing by and happened to overhear your conversation.
What are you talking about, Hat Guy? This is the top floor. No one passes by the top floor.
Says who? You can fly just like I can. I would have thought it makes sense to you of all people.
I don't know why, but I feel a little more
It shows that you feel comfortable laying down your burdens in our presence. It means that Sumeru is a place you can trust, and we feel exactly the same way around you. Feel free to mingle if...
It's finally done. Ugh, but I have a nagging feeling that there's something I've forgotten. Oh, there you are. Everything wrapped up on your... Okay, fair enough. That was a pointless question.
You must really be exhausted.
Well, it's been a busy day.
When work ends, you clock out.
Yeah, we're definitely due a break. Probably a little late to start drinking now, though. Here, this one's for you.
Thanks.
You want a bite to eat? I can grab us something. Or wait, I think there's a...
Are you nervous?
A little, yeah.
Because everything that happens next is beyond my individual control. I don't worry about things I cannot influence.
What do you mean, cannot influence? You're the one who came up with half of the
There's only so much I can do. I was only doing...
Was it like this last...
You mean with Azar and his accomplices? Yes and no. The situation back then was easier to control, but we weren't as prepared as we are this time.
So the enemy is stronger, but so are we. I still vividly remember the way you interrogated me in the library after...
If your memory is so vivid, you might also recall that it was you who came looking for an argument. You're often the one who initiates these things, you know.
I came for a conversation! I didn't know it was gonna turn into an argument! Anyway, at least I showed up this time.
What do I think? I think we're certainly better off.
It's good having me around to help out, huh?
Absolutely. As a citizen of Sumeru.
Certainly feels that way. I just shudder to think. So, the sky is so clear. And there isn't a whiff of decay or...
Awful things happen all the time. What you and I have done is increase our chances of...
Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism.
Hmm?
Oh, nothing. I hope everything works out.
It will. As long as we...
It's really strange. You're my junior, yet you always seem to act more like an upperclassman than I do.
I think it's mostly a matter of temperament.
Ugh. Walked right into that one, didn't I?
We'll make our move after sun.
Good. Is it
As much as
that'll be enough. Don't let the pressure.
Master Tainari! Mr. Sino! So, I brought some juice and some water.
I know how easily you get dehydrated in the desert, so you should definitely have some water.
I gotta ask, though. Who's on juice-making duty at a time like
Madame Farazan said she was feeling a little nervous, so I told her about the automatic juicer my friend invented. She took it right off.
A juicer? Did Sucro send that to you?
Yeah. I hadn't had the chance to try it out before this incident occurred, but I couldn't bear to leave it behind.
The juice is very sweet.
I think so too.
Kale, how are you feeling?
Physically, I'm okay. It just still feels strange to me. Why would a great...
I know the feeling well. That same question...
At least now, you have someone who can relate to you.
All the more reason that you should apply for Spontamod. Tainari fiercely opposes the idea.
Those two things are completely unrelated.
What are we all chatting about, Would anyone like any juice? Oh, you have some already. I had some earlier, ma'am. Maybe give the extra to some... Very well, very well. I shall be off then.
There's this enormous power, and then there's little old you. You feel like there's no connection.
Yeah. But after all this time, I can't believe this stuff still...
Kale, just because we normally keep the conversation light doesn't mean we can't discuss deeper issues. I don't think it's childish at all. You were the victim of a terrible crime.
My professor once told me that no incident can be considered truly resolved. Your rage and your pain.
Thanks. Miss Nicole said that. The same god remains which were once used to inflict so much pain upon me have now become a weapon with which I can protect every innocent person who's been hurt. Needs time to realize, but it's all about to be over.
I don't know if you've noticed, but you rarely stumble over your words anymore, and your outlook has become much more positive.
And since this isn't over, you can settle the matter on your own terms.
Yeah. Sumeru is my home, and it's so important.
And once you're done, how about you come back and apply for Spontamod?
Stop it with the sales pitch, would you?
Hey, excuse me. There are still 3 unclaimed cups of juice here. Why don't you take one each? My arm. Madame Farazan.
Thank you, Madame Farazan.
Drink up and enjoy my handiwork. I think I'm going to make something else now instead. Please, try to relax, Madame Farazan. You're... I know.
Something on your mind, Miss Nefer?
Nothing in particular. It's just... right now, the future...
But the future has not yet arrived. How can you say how it feels?
Some people know that there's an impending disaster. Others remain blissfully unaware. Each group is imagining an entirely different future. People are shaped by their circumstances. Different circumstances create people with different perspectives.
I've always found the perspective of the Vahumana Darshan to be a particularly incisive one.
Even at the height of the crisis in Nodcry, people held diverging opinions. But things are different this time.
Indeed. Regardless of faith, gender, wealth, skin color, or eye color, everyone in
the world has never been an especially fair place. Yet now, against all odds, if only my father could have lived to see the
era. To me, that term represents a much greater span of time.
Do angels even feel fear?
Yes, at least I do. I fear the gap that grows wider with each time renders all memories insignificant and reduces all splendor to nothing. But those memories are the one thing I do not want to lose.
You're very human in that regard.
If angels draw too close to humanity, our wings burn away in the bright flame of awareness, and we fall to the earth. After spending so long among
You're more human than some humans are.
I've been talking to Kale a lot in recent days. We seem to be in completely opposite situations.
Case studies for who?
Myself, I suppose. After comparing the two of us, I saw it was a gentle, pleasant sensation. Just as most guiding humans to make the miracles in their hearts a reality. That is my miracle. It doesn't sound so bad, does it?
Look at the time. I should head back. I'm so sorry.
Wait.
Have we?
Not exactly. I think we may have crossed paths.
Oh. You're Hat Guy from Vahumana.
You recognize me?
The clue's in the name, Mr. Hat Guy.
Fair point.
It's getting pretty late. What's keeping you up?
I could ask you the same question. If I'm not mistaken, all the workload for the Ratawa Darshan wrapped up a good while ago.
Well, I have something of a background in Satyavada life, so I was helping the Dendro Archon make some preparations.
Did you find the experience in light?
Honestly, it was tedious and uneventful at first. But eventually,
Hello.
I did sense. I was told that I even shed tears while I was meditating. Though...
Not at all. It just proves you're very accomplished. Good night. I wish you all the best for tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. You too.
Wah, kasih kopinya cuy. Lagi menunggu orang bisu.
Too bad we've got a fight tomorrow. Could really do with a stiff drink.
Let us pray instead.
Prayer. How nostalgic.
Lord Sangama Bay came to get some fresh air too,
That's right. Actually, I was hoping I might run into you, Dia. I wanted to let you know that I've stocked up on that perfume.
No, really?
Si Brand.
Surprise! It's
Pernah denger kayaknya tuh. Itu biru brand deh aku denger. Yang tahu biru brand. Si Brand tuh apa?
Wait!
She and Candace go way back.
Sure, but why did they have to be...
That's how Nefer shows that she cares. She wishes for all of us to know what a
It must be hard trying to make a living far away from home.
Well...
Definitely with you on that. Does praying help you stay calm?
Defending one's home is a just
Ay, Zangquish.
My heart is filled with a mix of
Itu game itu dari game atau dari beneran?
My lady?
Dari cerita beneran?
Out here.
Just taking a walk to clear my head. And look where I ended up.
Yes, Miss Dunyarzad. Would you like to?
Come on, it's fine.
Oh, then sure.
I remember you, Miss Dunyarzad.
That's right. She is such a gentle and I see
Sẽ
her
là
more
cerita
as
lapangan
a
kerjaan.
friend.
Agreed.
Wala, mama, ya.
Oh, it makes me glad.
Baru nego.
Oh, my lady, you've always been a What are you praying for?
Seruan mainannya politik.
I pray for the safe return of all my companions.
Itu bukan mainan pemula itu. Mainan pemberani itu.
Time to go! Let's meet the others at the mausoleum of King Deshret.
I have not felt this way in a... Standing up high, gazing out at the rolling dunes. One cannot know what freedom truly means without first...
Apa sih gorengannya, cuy?
The golden slumber truly lives up to its name as a dreamland.
Dendro Archon, what is on your mind?
I was wondering whose counsel I should seek on the questions in my heart.
What kind of questions?
So many.
Lihat, cuy.
More than
Archon Quest 6.6
As I once said to a
yang
friend,
paling baru.
what are the many disasters that this world faces?
The biggest question you should be asking is how to seize victory.
Yes. Although
Dia lama ini.
I would express it differently. I must not
Kalau nggak
fail.
di skip lama.
And so the question I am most curious about now is whether the path to victory will be an arduous one.
What we declare to be a young sapling, we may, in fact, find to be a towering tree. If we would only cast aside our ignorance and look beyond the veil.
Nahida! We're here! Just in time. Make preparation.
Ready when you are.
We're here too.
Dapat IF berapa kan? Ada beberapa kan? Dua. Dua atau tiga.
So fast!
I thought I get a lot of exercise as a forester.
Sorry, I got a little carried away.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, the equipment is ready. And the modification as discussed during our meeting.
Accessing Irminsul via the Akasha is no longer feasible at this stage. There are other options, it's just... they're a little more... Maybe you should take it from here.
The architecture and functionality of the Akasha terminals overlap considerably with Aru. There's reasonable evidence to
Berharga
suggest
itu cuy
one
buat
was developed
akunku.
based on the other, or that as long as the transplant and merge operation succeeds, Aru should theoretically work on a scale greater than the Akasha, and
Tambah event baru ini, baru tadi ada event baru. Dan gue kerjain tapi.
computing device in all of a system this powerful is capable of a lot of different things. In the past, the Akasha was primarily used for one-way information transmission, but I suspect it could also serve as a central bridging hub. In the pursuit of greater knowledge, some scholars have attempted to connect their consciousness to Irminsul through the use of terminals, incense, and...
Correct. In academic language, scholars who reach that stage are said to have entered Satyavada life.
Namumia tahun bermasa.
Practiced many times in the past.
Right. And this at least proves that there is a zone within Irminsul that can be connected to.
Udah kelar udah cepat kamu. Dilambor itu berarti.
Providing wisdom to the people.
Aku kerjain tuh sehari paling 2 jam gitu.
I think I understand where you're going. Please, continue.
In that case, I'll skip to the conclusion then. We need to further modify Aru, merge it with the Akasha, manufacture terminals, and distribute them to every single person we can reach.
Every person? Even the desert folk?
Yes, everyone.
I've already calculated the amount of raw material...
So you mean we're going to get new...
Yes.
5 jam dilembur sehari, kelar juga
When we
itu.
evacuated the city, we brought all
Tapi kalau aku habis ini kelar ngapain lagi aku nggak tahu.
in case we ended up needing them. Unfortunately, this included the Akasha
Nung
system.
event doang.
We've checked all the relevant records, and one thing is certain. Nothing like this has ever been done on this scale before, so...
Everyone in Sumeru is part of the plan. Whoever controls the people controls the situation.
Since this function of Irminsul was introduced, it has only ever been made available to scholars, who don't constitute a particularly large group of people. But by expanding the scale to include all the people of Sumeru, all the individual connections will stack up to create a significant load on the system.
Apa ya? Janji apa ya? Tadi admin Genshin Impact Facebook dan sering bikin teori. Nah, teori-teori yang tempat begitu. Saya jadi penasaran. Jujur ada itu apa ya?
Thus, it might be possible to shut it down completely by overloading it.
Apa itu?
Counting down. 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready? Ready.
Kalau apa sih mikirnya bukan Brunya ya, dia lebih ke Siren deh ntar. Dari ASR. Soalnya teorinya masuk semua tadi ya.
When people sought knowledge, they turned to the Tree of Wisdom. Today, we use it to save Sumeru and the whole world. These boughs that nurtured learning must not become tools for destroying the world.
Stop. Please stop. End this transformation.
You would shut down
Ada
Irminsul
glitch.
just to stop me? You fools. I have all the time in the world.
Jangan di spoiler loh cuy, jangan di spoiler.
Great.
What a display of true courage. The courage to think and the courage to act. I never thought I would witness the shutdown of Irminsul with my own eyes. Perhaps this is human wisdom in action?
Indeed, only humans could do such a thing. Gods are few and far between.
What was once created for spreading knowledge is now used for another purpose. A rather
Kenapa si
ingenious-
Queen ya, Maple yang bukan saya?
Only thanks to you were we able to extend Aru's interference capabilities to cover all terminals. Now, nobody who wears a terminal will have their activity accurately tracked by Irminsul. No matter how many eyes Dotori possesses, he will not be able to see us clearly.
Rom sejati you, pemain Mobile Legends ya bang.
I will need the help of your supreme powers once again.
How might we be of service, Lord of Dendron?
I need to reach the Eternal Oasis immediately.
Right now?
In that case, Ibis King, Would you agree that this is a fine opportunity?
Never. I assume you have that chess set with you?
You mean the one you gave to me?
How could I? You misjudge me. I just wanted to show you another way you can use it. Connect to Safei Shatranj.
Safei Shatranj? You mean that place in the desert?
Thoth's chess set gains its power from the chessboard laid out in the desert by King Deshret and ourselves. All ceremonies conducted using the chess set must be activated via Safei Shatranj. In other words, the chess set is an extension of the chessboard. In the past, moving a chess piece was a sacred and momentous act.
Transfer initiated. Entering live combat mode.
We haven't heard a single word from our spy in the desert. I'm afraid he might have been captured.
Never mind.
But we spent years turning him. And a lot of Mora.
Nothing comes for free in this world, but the loss is not without its purpose. For a small price, we have wasted a precious amount of the limited time they have. Quite a bargain, if you ask me.
Understood.
Weighing profit against loss is a necessary part of life. But to tell the truth, I have been operating at a loss since this all began. Since many centuries ago, in fact. For instance, why would a banker act as the executor of a will? If you hadn't deposited your personal belongings at Northland Bank, I would have no reason to be here right now. Dottore, I've placed your final
Regulator.
data backup into
Oh,
the
sebutannya
ley
itu
lines
dia.
as per our contract. I trust we are now square for the safe deposit fees you paid.
Is it not a little petty to split hairs like this, given our amicable relationship?
I consider sound bookkeeping a matter of principle.
Do not forget that you only live to see this day thanks to me. In fact, every day of your life since you met me, you've been living on borrowed time.
Why, that's hardly a fair assessment. I will concede that my survival was perhaps at your whim, but I became a harbinger on my own merits. Managing money is not like other professions. Mine is not a role I could have acquired based on your recommendation alone, and certainly not one I could have lasted so long in without genuine ability.
The information stored in the ley lines is quite comprehensive. Rest assured, I have not forgotten how strong your pride is. Well, I presume you have no sense of fragmentation while talking with me.
How could anything possibly go wrong with such strict measures in place? The remainder of your soul was split in two, with one half sent to Nodcry and the other stored in the most secure vault of the Northland Bank. Though I must say, your disdain for the other segments is quite amusing. Zandik is you, and you are Zandik. Zandik created the segments, yet you, a segment yourself, reject him.
That is, Zandik, created segments of various ages in his later years. To achieve this, he had to freeze time and part with a portion of his soul. But as constructive as it sounds, it erases my uniqueness. If each segment is equally me, then by the same token, none of them are truly me. A soul living forever in the past inevitably holds different views than he did in his later years. The same thing that completes me also restricts me. You too might ask yourself which stage of your life you want to be preserved at. The day your business failed? Or the day you were framed by a gang and sold off to a medical lab as a test subject?
We needn't dredge up the past.
This undesirable plan was eventually
Kaya
scrapped.
si
Lesser
Pai
Lord
Su Tuy
Kusanali was quite right.
Bila si Pai Su
I
Tuy
needed an opportunity to
mirip
eliminate
gitu. Cuman dia kalau ada visionnya ya. Ya kelihatan visionnya apa ya.
that there was no
Di mana
more
dari tadi aku cari visionnya apa ada.
than directly splitting
Di
the
baju
soul.
nggak kelihatan apa
Once
masih
the soul is
disembunyiin.
transferred out, you will find that creating a physical body is far simpler than creating a puppet.
The other half of your soul suffered a crushing defeat in Nodcry, you know.
And yet in the process, I obtained the information I always wanted, did I not? Because now we finally know where the best testing ground truly lies.
I once thought your ultimate goal was to ascend to godhood. But as it turns out, that was merely one of your experiments.
Experiments take many forms. Most people are too eager for success, too fixated on the end goal. They forget that the experimental process itself is just as important. A suspiciously vacant seat, a new face. I trust you can put two and two together. The reason it doesn't exist is
Ayan kalau dari bajunya begini sih enak terus banget ya.
What can I say? After all your efforts, you really did uncover the world's secrets. So, is the new world you promised a lie?
No, it never was. I am glad to be able to control Irmin's soul from within. Now I shall attempt to create a new world inside the existing one. Almost everyone faces the prospect of death, but not a single person has ever been able to experiment unrestrained in the afterlife. I am the only one to have overcome this enormous challenge. Would I not be letting the world down if I didn't make the most of the opportunity to experiment?
Clearly, the dividing of your soul did not affect the magnitude of your ego. Out of all the versions of you that have ever existed, this you is the most insane and the most radical.
Is that why you chose to work with me? Which was it then? My insanity? Or my radical?
Could I call myself a venture capitalist without a suitably ambitious plan to invest in? Yours happened to fit the bill quite perfectly.
Well then, I must say, while I am surprised enough that you showed up at all, what surprises me more is that you chose to present yourself as my former subordinate, and not as the banker Pantalone.
Why make things harder than they need to be? Exposing my true identity in a situation like this would only serve to destroy diplomatic relations between Snezhnaya and
Topeng dia.
I daren't imagine the consequences. Showing up in the name of the original antagonist gives you the recognition you rightly deserve, while also being sensitive to Snezh. As for why I'm here, if you're suggesting that your credit is in the negative, I won't.
I'd argue that a significant factor in your willingness to cooperate is the fact that you have but a few
Kapitano,
years of life
kan
left
sudah meninggal ya cuy.
Living and dying together has a way of binding two parties together rather closely. Is it not true that a relationship should be
Tapi nggak tahu namanya fantasi.
and negative returns it yields?
So some of what I said actually made it into your head after all.
Sampai sekarang sih belum ada bocoran-bocoran sama sekali ya. Kapitano itu playable atau enggak.
Especially for a human being.
Let's not pretend that you're any more innocent than I am. Are we not the same?
Is it really so greedy to want the world to operate by a new set of rules?
Andi arkonnya kamu baca cuy kan ada ceritanya itu.
And as I've said before,
Kan suruh mindahin sebelum dia meninggal kan suruh mindahin datanya dia. Jiwanya dia suruh mindahin. Suruh simpen. Kan ada tuh ceritanya di arkonnya. Kalau si siapa? Si Signora sama itu kan nggak ada. Di arkonnya nggak diceritain, tapi nggak tahu kalau ntar dikasih cerita tambahan. Temu gebrakan Genshin berikutnya.
They'll breach the city gates any moment now.
But even so, I would say Irmin's soul is a wonderfully convenient thing on the whole. If you do manage to create a new world, perhaps you could plant one.
I'll consider it.
What do you need me to do? Stall them?
The experiment will take time. Stall them for as long as possible.
Very well. But
But you're really asking for the moon here. Have you heard this story? There was once a guilty man, kneeling in the center of a church while an angry mob outside waited to bring him to justice. He pleaded with the gods, begging them to grant him one final request. The chance to finish. Many suns and moons passed. Seasons changed. And still, his confession continued, as if he intended to speak until the end of time.
Are you suggesting I worship you?
Arkon doang yang ku baca coy. Kalau War Quest banyak yang aku skip.
Confess my sins to you.
Soalnya cerita utama Genshin dari Arkon ini.
Not the latter. That would make my life miserable indeed.
Dan bocoran-bocoran dipesan dari tulisan-tulisan begini. Tiap habis Arkon kan ada suruh updraw dulu kan sama NPC.
Despises them so. You never seem to have any
Bocorannya
objections
habis
to
itu
me
biasanya.
creating or becoming one. At first, I thought you'd be furious.
Concerned I would terminate our partnership, were you?
Not at all. You had reasons why our partnership must continue.
Don't you find people's attitudes toward gods amusing? A god descends from the heavens and people worship it unreservedly, blindly following whatever rules are given to them. And yet, when they see an ordinary person gain godlike levels of power by virtue of their own hard work, they treat him with nothing but suspicion. Even...
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
No. I was just thinking. I pity the man who would call you a compatriot.
There's no need to be so self-critical. I know it's a little late in the day to be asking this.
I'm flattered that you would take the time out of your busy schedule to consider my well-being, Doctor. The part of your soul that went to Nodcry caused quite a stir, sending our organization back to the drawing board on numerous fronts.
Dear me, I must have caused you no end of trouble.
You certainly did. I had the rare honor of being summoned before the Tsaritsa with
Kalau Dottore dibikin bayar pelatihan dekat sana ya. Even paling banyak Dottore yang gitu.
At most, it's a public relations nightmare. I made sure of that.
Now I'm curious. How did you explain yourself?
Oh, it was quite simple. I just pinned the blame on someone who wasn't there to defend himself. I could hardly be expected to defy the demands of someone as insistent as the second Harbinger, now could I?
How you slander me. There's no question that you are partly to blame for the ruin of my reputation over the years. Do you have anything lined up for when this is?
Hard to say. Field work always takes quite a toll on me, as you know. Once I'm back at Snezhnaya, I'll start with a well-earned cigarette.
Why are you so eager to ruin your lungs after I went to the trouble of replacing them for you?
If you have an issue with it, feel free to try to
Dia perokok dia.
What's on your mind?
The limits of... It's a pity. Despite running countless calculations...
It's rare to hear you admit to being unable to achieve something.
I beg to differ. For instance...
Ah, yes, of course. What are you thinking about now?
A new in the event that my soul was depleted.
Such a scenario would be impossible.
Oh?
As long as your current soul survives, there will be no need to create a new individual. Don't forget, you were the one who approved of the present situation where
Contolan model Yaping.
remains. And if you ceased to exist, who would be capable of performing this experiment?
Since the day I met you, you've always excelled at talking your way out of a quandary.
Isn't it a little too early to be saying goodbye? Not that I wish to keep you from your business, of course. Very well. Let's leave the conversation there for now.
The power of King Deshret's 7 pillars is truly remarkable. With just...
Yeah, sets us up for a much easier fight. Really makes my day. The last time we stormed the city...
I wonder how many people can say they stormed a city twice in their...
I was just thinking that. I've definitely had more than my fair share of unusual experiences.
This is my first time here, actually. We never usually leave Gandharvaville.
I hope this will be my last time.
Does everyone have to chime in? Can't we just fight?
What an amusing comment, my dear lady. Yet humans often alleviate...
Whoa! Why is Candace's shield...
Because the image on her shield is one of me. And I, of course, can appear wherever I wish to.
Huh. Well, la-di-da. Isn't that fancy? Could I get in on this?
You wish for your gauntlet to speak? Why, certainly.
Ahem. I think you'll find that it is I whose image is carved hereupon.
Thanks. Definitely feel stronger now.
You're welcome, my lady. I am glad to lend you my power.
Sino, what's the situation?
There are troops stationed at every entrance, as we expected. Everyone, stick to the plan. We'll take the main entrance. You head for the House of Dana's side door. Move out. I do try to lighten the mood sometimes, but I'm not the best judge of other people's sense of humor. Luck can swing the results of a single game, but it's bound to run out sooner or later. do try to lighten the mood sometimes, but I'm not the best judge of other people's sense of humor. Good deeds and bad. In the end, all will be placed upon the scales. I do try to lighten the mood sometimes, but I'm not the best judge of other people's sense of humor.
Out of my way! Take this! Watch out! Get lost! Thank you, Jet. You gotta be more careful. If you're not ready to put your life on the line, you can't be certain of defeating your opponent.
She's right. Keep your wits about you, Rana.
You asked for it.
Can't run from debt. Pay your dues.
Grant us your blessing. Do your worst.
Nowhere to run! Your sins weigh upon your soul. Guilty! You stand condemned! Take them out and secure the harbor. Reinforcements will arrive by water.
Consider it done. Show no mercy. The dead meat!
This is Her Majesty's gift!
Yield!
Judgment is upon her. Her penance is due!
Out of my sight!
You stand condemned!
Winter.
Sleep!
What an alliance.
Oh, belum aku. Halo cuy.
You're exposed. Hear my prayer. You asked for it.
Your sins weigh upon your soul.
Can't run from death. Use the force authorized.
Your penance is due. You stand condemned. Your penance is due.
I lost control.
Waterway secured.
Brothers, sisters.
Perfect. Just in time.
Welcome. Once we've linked up, we'll continue.
The team has arrived at the north entrance, as planned.
Good. Press.
Are you here to play with me?
Give me your word. Grant us your. Let's get it on. Ha!
Nowhere to run.
You're dead meat. Pin them down. Hear my prayer. Look alive.
Through me, justice is served. You stand condemned. Guilty. Your penance is due.
Look out! It's an ambush.
Finally. We need to hurry. Take the middle road now.
Mahamacha Sino, area clear.
Don't relax just yet. More Fatui approaching from the right.
Irminsul cannot track our movements. If necessary, we could split up.
Don't worry. We'll wipe them all out.
As you can see, our people came raring to go.
Good, good.
How are things with the Traveler? Can Tainari keep...
Don't underestimate Tainari just because he's a forest watcher.
All right. You know that's not what I meant.
Sino and the reinforcements have drawn the Fatui's fire away. By using a cluster leaf of cultivation, we can...
Good luck with that. We'll just fly up there.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Paimon forgot she could fly.
Ready?
Ready.
Enshroud.
Squall and Fury. Fatui sold.
Careful.
Prepare for battle.
Hey! There's people over there.
You have some nerve showing your faces here in the center of Sumeru's.
You're right on schedule.
Well, this guy sure as heck isn't your average Fatui sergeant.
They've stationed quite a few people nearby. It definitely looks like they were waiting for us. But something feels off. Everything about this guy feels too deliberate. I highly doubt he's just a subordinate of Dottores. And he's no mere sergeant. Whatever his rank is. So you've been waiting for us. But it looks like you're geared up for a conversation.
Very clever, General Mahamatra Sino. I know you're the one in charge of this siege, and I look forward to making a deal with you.
A siege? Sumeru City belongs...
Historically, yes. But things can always change. We have quite a sizable force with us, you know. For instance...
There's a Fatui ambush at the north gate.
Can you handle him?
We can for now.
Yes, I'm quite sure both sides can hold their ground for the time being. The battle has not yet reached its climax, but what happens next? Do you enjoy watching bloodshed? Surely some of those here are people you count as friends. Once a war begins, some people must die. I doubt you wish that fate upon anyone you know.
Wait a second. It's a trick. He's not even there. Silence!
He disappeared. What was that? A ghost?
Curses! He was never there to begin with. That was just a shadow projected there to lure us in.
Enough talk. Attack!
I apologize for being unable to accompany you at this crucial moment, but I am compelled to leave for reasons beyond my control. Please excuse me. Sumeru's General Mahamatra is quite ruthless. It's a good thing I wasn't there in person.
Your illusion held them up for a time just fine. But now that they have seen through it, they will realize you were just a decoy.
Decoy or not, what matters now is that they will be heading your way imminently.
Not imminently. They are already here.
We made it!
This is far enough. Tainari, you go help Sino. Don't worry about us. We'll manage from here.
Are you sure you don't need me to stand guard?
No need. Once the connection is established, we'll disappear from the sanctuary of Surasthana.
All right. Goodbye for now, then.
Now where's the interface Nahida mentioned? Come on! Where's it hiding?
Found it. It's over here. We can connect to the inside of Irminsul through the Sanctuary of Surasthana's built-in security system. You should be pretty familiar with the process.
Is it the same route as last time?
For the most part. We don't need to adjust any of...
Then I should be fine.
And Paimon? Once you're both ready...
Wait! The stakes are way higher this time, right? Maybe Paimon should stay outside and help the others. Then... Huh? Why are you staring at me like that?
It's nothing. I just suddenly realized...
Hey, you've grown quite a lot yourself. Don't you two start getting it?
Well, anyway, Paimon thinks she's pretty knowledgeable. Who's the best guide in Tavatigan? And don't forget, Paimon's a college student now.
If we say Alhatham's not a weirdo, it's hard to explain how he came up with the idea of you applying to the academia. But for all that he counts, you're doing surprisingly well in your studies.
Just goes to show how important it is to have someone supporting you. And Paimon's not the only one. Let's not forget that you only became a student because of Nahida's personal recommendation.
That's fair. I have learned a lot in Sumeru. Oh yeah. Did you ever come up with that ugly nickname you promised me?
What? No way! We're friends now! Paimon gave up on giving you one ages ago. Anyway, isn't Hat Guy enough of a nickname for you?
Fine. Suit yourself.
We need to go. Paimon, if you're staying, look after yourself.
Will do. Paimon's gonna link up with Tainari and Sino. You guys are the ones who need to be careful.
We will be. Bye for now.
Initiating connection. Well, come to think of it, I still don't even know where we're going.
Thanks to our terminals, it should be impossible for Irminsul to read.
Don't tell me. Only you need to know. That way, whatever happens to me next, it won't affect your...
Listen to me. Your safety is just as important. Don't even think about sacrificing yourself for the greater good. We came here together, and we're leaving together.
All right, if you insist.
Hi, Ludiness.
This place looks so different from how I remember. It's a complete mess. Like someone's turned the place upside down.
Must be Dottoro's doing. Either he's searching for some information he needs, or...
It's still changing.
He has to know we've entered Irminsul.
I think it's almost the end for this story.
Be on your guard. The red parts have probably been corrupted by Dottoro's power.
Belum tahu cuy, dua-duanya kan belum keluar tuh kitnya gimana. Tapi sih lebih ditunggu Zarit saya.
He's looking for us. Tread carefully. That wall could be a problem. Fortunately,
No, don't spoiler.
give it a shot. The wind rises.
Ih, mati doi.
Squall Fury. Behold.
Gimana sih pakai Wonder? Pencet mulu aku E-nya.
Squall Fury.
It's not. Just break ya. Oh, bisa ya. Enak terbang. Astaga, pencet aku.
Squall Fury.
Oh, gak bisa.
Behold.
Desain Dottore bagus. Dan rame sih kalau aku warnanya ya.
The wind rises.
Nggak nyampe dong.
upon the gale. The same old trick again? Are you kidding me? Let's handle it just like we did before. This cheap trick isn't gonna stop us.
Oh no! It's...
A trap! Is that why he was using the same trick over and over again? To get us to lower our guard?
Nggak sendiri dong. ID-nya ke 80 itu. Nggak pernah, Yemen. I don't do gacha dispatch.
Can you hear me?
Nicole?
Yes, it's me. I'm monitoring your progress from inside the Eternal Oasis, and I have to say, this terminal
Wan, kamu
is
gacha dapat
simple.
Bruna
I
gak, cuy?
couldn't see anything at first. But
Bruna
now
tuh
that you
support
two
juga
are
kan kayaknya kalau
inside,
gak salah.
I can use your location with support from the terminals to get a partial view of the situation inside Ermin's. It's not the clearest image, but it's better than not being able to help at all. So, here I am. I can't introduce you
Bahasa.
directly, but I can help to guide you out of the jam you're currently in. So please, just follow my lead. Dottore in his current form is a blight upon both Irminsul and the ley lines. Pay attention to your surroundings. There must be sources of his contamination.
Is that one of them?
Good work. But we're not done yet. Stay close, and let's see if we can find any others like it nearby.
Squall and Fury.
Aish.
Behold.
This must be another one.
Agreed. Now... Oh, wait! Watch out!
It's Dottore.
The seal is broken. Quick! Get out of there!
And where exactly do you think you can run to?
Wait, what is that?
Pursuers! That's gotta be it!
Run! Don't let that thing touch you.
Dodge that attack!
There's more than one path. Which way do we go?
To the left! Trust me!
Fleeing like vermin. What a pathetic sight.
Hey!
Watch yourselves! Stay focused!
There's a cliff ahead! Jump!
More of those corruption sources. Destroy them as you did before, and open the exit as quickly as possible. They're relentless. Is he trying to wear us down? You'll just have to destroy these two. I think the pursuit is over.
Hard to say. Stay alert.
Ellery. Run! Yes, I'm running.
Whew. I think we've made it to relative safety.
Phew, goodness. That was tough.
You doing okay?
I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Take a short rest, and then...
Nicole? Nicole!
The connection's been cut. But that means...
Look at you supporting one another. How very touching.
Iya cuy, akan push ini.
Dottore!
Took you long enough to find us. You're more useless than I thought.
Oh, really? I think I deserve a little more credit for my methods than that. Rather than hunting you down, I chose to let you roam free. I indulged your presumption that I was unable to track your movements, played along with your clever little plan. Fleeing is for animals, but I rather enjoy watching you flee. Some things lose the will to run altogether as soon as you put them in a cage.
If that's true, then why did you come looking for us?
Because I wanted to observe you up close, of course. Don't misunderstand me, I'm not here for a fight. Is it so unusual
Kayak si
that I
Rude
wish to meet
kepalanya
my old acquaintances in person?
yang di Weekly Boss yang
After all,
PES
it's been a
3.
while. Scaramouche. Why are you so afraid? I have done nothing unprecedented in discovering the truth. Nor did I go to any great lengths to uncover your story. You made a bold series of moves in deciding to erase yourself. And with the power of this great chronicling device called Ermin's Soul,
Tadi
you were able
dijelasin
to
nih.
achieve something quite
Ada itu paniker kan. Kayak simpel aja
Once most people
gitu.
form an opinion about someone, it tends to imprison their mind. Yet you managed to erase every trace of your existence. A novel take on death indeed. However, this meant that you stood out to me all the more when I saw you in Notcry. I didn't even have to go looking for you. Just the sight of you was enough for me to intuit the truth. For someone in my position, connecting the dots was a trivial affair. It would have been more surprising if I hadn't managed to piece it together.
You seem very pleased with yourself for figuring it out. I'm sure you'd even be more delighted to learn the full extent of your crimes.
Of course not.
That would hardly be necessary. Besides, isn't there something that concerns you more right now? Something that fills you with dread? Let me put your mind at ease. I have no intention whatsoever of restoring any of the records you deleted. For one thing, it would be exceptionally difficult.
Even if
But more to the
oh you give me
I doubt that
the tutorial free, I will not. I will never use.
Because in your case, the cruelest twist of fate is that you'll never again have the chance to make up for any of your mistakes. Isn't it?
Dottore?
All here shall bend to my will.
The wind rises.
I'm afraid you'll need to do better than that to take me down. I expected you to have grown strong.
Gak tahu cuy, ini kan trial dari Arkon ya cuy, nggak punya aku. Oh Durin ya? But when Wonder Dark Matter. Durin aku pakein sama kayak Far Cry loh.
Know your place. How amusing.
Does the prospect of death amuse you?
I could ask you the same question! I'll distract Dottore. You focus on the mission.
Got it.
For the hopes and dreams of the masses.
Open the secret door on this enchanting night. May wisdom's light eradicate ignorance and darkness, and hereby fulfill our ancient vow. Commence data extraction.
cling to outdated ideals and stand in the way of progress. You will pay for interfering with the grandest experiment of all time.
나이트.
Dotori, as clever as you are, you fail to understand wisdom. Wisdom takes many forms, but the path you have chosen eschews them all. Everyone hoping?
My strength is fading!
Since you are within Irminsul, it stands to reason that any power you wield comes from it.
Extracting the information from Irminsul just to strip me of my power.
I will find his weakness.
Apa ini? Apa ini?
Everyone hoping?
I admire your intent to introduce a new variable, but it's nowhere near enough. A petty swarm fury.
Tapi lepas ni dapat test Nabi ya?
Unsightly insects.
Make yourselves at home.
Behold.
Burn all before you! The primal flame!
I see everything.
You won't distract
You're so close. Just hold on a little longer. I'll hold him up. Traveler, Hat Guy, the rest is up to you.
We certainly have a knack for surprising each other, don't we?
I'm just getting started.
It's time!
Say your prayers.
The enemy is defensive, but watch your back.
The wind rises.
Nggak tahu cuy, aku baru main ini.
Say your prayers.
Nah itu senjatanya Raiden dong itu. Skillnya Raiden.
Say your prayers. How amusing. The wind rises.
It's time!
Say your prayers.
Let's try this. Muso no Hitokaki!
Dia curang lah, bisa pakai skillnya Raiden lah.
Say your prayers.
Abel begini, jagoan punya Raiden tetap bisa one hit karakter kan.
It's all yours. Do with it as you see fit.
Just as you say, this world is home to some archaic things. And as you suppose, you are a formidable opponent. You have long coveted the secrets of wisdom. So now, I will demonstrate.
Anda dikasihkan mapui kah emang cuy? Minjem di mapui kah?
I invoke my supreme authority as the keeper of Ermin's soul. Command me or condemn me, but give your verdict now!
Blessed One of Wisdom, Mahakusaladhama, are you certain that you wish to exercise your authority to destroy Ermin's soul?
Oh, yang ngacurin Ermitsun tuh Naidanya justru. Kukirain si Dotori.
You truly intend to abandon the very thing you have always fought for?
This is my decision. Ermin's soul has been corrupted beyond redemption.
Ermin's soul is the original tree of Tivat. It is the means by which the heavenly principles maintain.
Ya kukira dari gambar-gambarnya itu kan aku nggak sengaja emang nggak mau buka-buka yang nge-share itu. Biar nggak kena spoiler.
It is precisely because I honor and revere it that I fight for the humanity it exists to protect. Wisdom is knowing how to weigh the options and make the right decision. If you truly care about the fortunes of this world, then it is me you should seek to preserve.
Waktu itu Ruka Devota kan? Bukan ya? Siapa sih? Itu kan Nico, si rambangnya Nicole kiri kayaknya. Ayah rambangnya Nicole kan?
The first flame. The pure, cleansing fire.
Bocil kan sebarang bocil ya nabe. Gak, ya, apa gimana aku berharapnya Dottore lainnya lebih dramatis lagi, gitu doang masa. Apa ada lagi ini?
Where were we? I was suggesting that you needn't perform when signing a contract.
You're only sitting here because your bank demanded an evaluation of the trustee.
Yang main piano, kamu.
So you told a story about a young scholar from a merchant family in Sumeru?
I told a compelling tale, didn't I?
The post-expulsion story is far more captivating.
The human experiments or the elixir of immortality?
The part where you die.
Ah, yes.
Yang main piano.
The 35-year-old segment thought of himself as Dottore, reserving the name Zandik for the original specimen. Of all the segments, he was the most selfish. After his expulsion, Dottore searched for a new direction. He joined the Fatui, studied Elazar in great depth, secured resources. He was rather fortunate in his career.
Iya katanya dibilang dia diganti.
Zondik
Tapi
turned to
masih ngerokok aja dia.
technology and successfully created his segments. But this was not immortality. Even with backup segments, his body would still age. Still, thanks to Snezhnaya, Zondik found the ideal base for his experiments. Then a perfect partnership materialized at a crucial moment. The year that both parties realized they needed more time. Fortunately,
Oxonut Cinema.
Zondik succeeded. In a miraculous turn of events, he gained the extra time he needed.
I seem to recall it differently.
All right, it's true. No matter how much elixir he took, Zondik remained human and continued to age. Then, on the morning he turned 85...
Ya cuy, kemarin udah 700. Tapi kalau soal epic cerita itu masih HSR di kalau aku.
Zondik was too selfish for that.
Ada satu yang benar-benar epic loh.
Yes, and we're all waiting.
Waiting for me to die.
Pantalone arrived for a meeting and happened to witness what followed. He found it unsettling.
Bukan real friendship juga cuy, saling menguntungkan aja itu.
What does all that have to do with you depositing your data at Northland Bank?
It has made me cherish my time in this world all the more.
Fair enough. So you do have a sense of self-preservation.
What do you mean?
You're hardly normal, and you don't cherish life. You just don't want to admit defeat in the limited time you have.
Even so, don't I deserve an interesting ending?
Kayak seorang dok gitu ya.
I'm counting on it.
If nothing else, I expect my funeral will be a grand affair indeed.
What a magnificent fire. In Snezhnaya, we light fires to ward off the cold. Fire, it seems, is antithetical to ideas such as cold,
Teman masih hidup ya?
frozen, and unchanging.
Perhaps it has always been that way. From the beginning, fire has been used to drive away wild beasts and warm the body and mind. You could say it's a form of treatment. One that cures the human heart of mortal fear.
Mortal fear? Something you haven't been acquainted with in a long time, by the sounds of it.
Whereas you, I'm sure, must know the feeling quite well indeed. I remember when we first discussed the elixir of immortality, you claimed that extending your lifespan was about buying more time. But was that really the truth? You fear the prospect of dying a wretched end in this world, don't you?
Of course I do. I'm only human after all.
Dan aneh, Datsari kan mimpinya itu kan mau abadi kan. Kenapa dia gak culik aja si nenek-nenek tua yang abadi itu? Buat diteliti, itu kan gak menyebabkan orang banyak. Baca kelali sama Faruzan culik aja buat diteliti gitu. Kan beres 2 orang doang korbannya.
From the very beginning, I never thought you could win this game.
But still you came. Contract in hand to honor our agreement.
Because I am a reputable partner.
And as we have discussed, experiments are about more than results alone. The process is equally important. I have come here
Iya, kayak gitu.
my creation, and I do not regret my decision.
I'm afraid your journey ends here.
Mantic sell him life elixir for funds and helps.
Immortality, and your remaining stock will only last a few more years. How then will you prove that you didn't perish in this incident alongside everyone else?
When I feel optimistic about market environments, I never forcibly adjust them. They have their own direction. And I myself am one such environment. I have been quite particular about many things in my life. But where the manner of my death is concerned, I choose not to be.
You make yourself sound so magnanimous.
Oh, but I am. And I hope you will be too. It may have been a long time since anyone told you this, Dottore, but I recognize that you are a truly rare talent.
Ha! I can see it. The experiment in blasphemy that I've been performing all this time. It has been a long process. And I do not care about the results as much as people might imagine.
If the very goal of your experiment was to explore infinite possibilities, then there was never any reason for it to end.
Indeed. Yet now, the experiment has officially drawn to a close.
Yes, I think the recruiter was the investor.
Suit yourself. Goodbye, Feofan.
Like a politician.
That's what it truly is.
And don't I know it?
Feofan, namanya Feofan.
Goodbye, Zandik.
Andalon namanya
I could
Feofan.
have carried out many more experiments, but to me,
Oh, ba, namanya ba saya nama sesnaya apa penerusnya saya dia.
experiment. It sounds like you're trying to out...
Wisdom is conveying information in terms that people can clearly understand. You know exactly.
Indeed. I can see no... Ha. You have a formidable mind, and you are braver than I thought. Setting fire to the very thing your survival depends on. Your previous threat was empty, but this time, it is real.
When necessary, wisdom can be as fierce as an inferno. Some of the...
Perhaps you are right. You see what lies at the bottom of the human heart, and that is your wisdom.
Here is where your journey comes to an end. All that is yet unknown belongs to those of us who will carry...
It seems I have unwittingly been your arch-enemy all along. But now...
I do not deny your intelligence. But what you refer to are events that take place in the real world. And they are so much more than mere data. Goodbye. We will never...
Iya kan nama sebutan doang itu. Harap ringgar. Udah gitu doang dia matinya. Enggak kuasa kan. Orang bilang enggak ada yang tahu. Kalau anunya time slot, kalau nama air perginya time slot, kalau nama aslinya nggak ada yang tahu. Cek dong yang di kepala Naida. Oh iya kah? Sekarang atau... Aduh sebelumnya baru save lagi, ntar lihat di live lah.
I wouldn't think gods need such. People always think, as the Goat King once said, a god without his people shall cease to exist.
Only we can truly understand how much the desert fate. Given the myriad ways.
Gak seru banget dam, matinya Dottore. Kurang kejam.
If you told me a few years back that I'd have this belief is a...
I'll be heading back to the Temple of Silence. I heard the Goat King and the Ibis King decided to pay us a visit.
It's back to Aru Village for us. Still plenty. Until next time, old friend.
Right back at you. Make sure where it is that two of the other 7 pillars, Chesapeake and Bennu,
dropping by?
Oh, the temple was found.
Guess that's true. All right. We'll make...
Oh well.
Cuma ditarik doang gitu cuy, dia aja teriak-teriak biar kesakitan gitu. Terlalu heroik, meninggalnya terlalu sopan.
You do have a point.
See? Retirement has always been a problem.
Masih hijau cuy ini, daunnya cuy.
Us who've been locked away all these years. You finally step out into the light.
Naturally. What do you think, Layla?
Huh? Why would you think to ask me? How could I possibly be qualified to decide where the servant...
Sorry if my question was unclear. Do you think their statues will stand out too much if we place them here?
Hey, I never agreed to this. How could we possibly allow our statues to be left in Hermanubis' home? That would be like breaking into someone's house, then pretending it belonged to you in the first place.
Different beliefs can coexist. We still need to respect one another.
By which you mean, you two plan to stay at the Temple of Silence for a... So, you...
Family.
You could say that. In a sense, Hermanubis would view this as his home. Just look at this place. Magnificent, is it not? The sad truth is...
And what do you...
I mean that for the most part, time spent associating with the likes of Sobek, and, let's say, Thoth.
Why does that not surprise me? Go on.
Anyway, given how much time we'll all be spending together, I'd say that the bonds we built will end up proving to have been a sound investment.
Once Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence, returns, you can discuss the matter of staying here with him. But, judging by the expressions of everyone here, I imagine he will receive a very warm... This sacred ground houses untold knowledge, after all.
How about we share a meal together first? I imagine it's been many years since you last tasted fresh food.
Oh, that sounds wonderful! After so many hundreds of years, I can only surmise that desert cuisine has...
Are we having a get-together? If you'd like, I can help prepare some food. After all, Lord thought that you helped me so much in the desert, and I still haven't properly thanked you.
Oh, my, that would be wonderful. I'm touched that you still remember.
How the times have changed. To the people of today, it seemed...
And you, Mr. Herreshoff? What kind of god do you wish...
To be honest, I haven't given it much thought. How about you, Dendro Forgive my bluntness, but you do not seem to derive your authority from majesty and might, like Lord Al-Akhmar. Clearly your approach has its advantages.
I do, but projecting a majestic front doesn't really suit me. Besides, my relationship with others...
Not putting on air?
Exactly. Besides, I really like parties where everyone brings their own food, and we all come together.
Last time when we got together for a picnic near the Avidia Forest, it was quite the occasion. Seeing as you're already here, how about we hold the next one in the desert?
Can we do that? Wouldn't Tainari have to transport the...
Don't worry, I can help out. Layla.
Me? Sure.
The more the merrier. That way we...
Don't take this the wrong way. I just think you should know. When it comes to passing the time, chess.
If I were to compete...
Where's Sobek? I'm sure...
I wonder what...
Oh, I'm glad you brought...
Such devastation visited on Sumeru City. So many houses. Look at all of this. It's going to take me forever to tidy up. I suppose living below the academia...
I would have thought a little appreciation of my sincerity and effort in helping to clean up this mess.
Helping? Effort? This is your house! Of course you should be putting in the effort! If anything, I'm the one who's helping!
So you see yourself as just a helper in this situation.
If you're trying to say that since I live here too, I have an obligation to tidy up... Fine!
In the wake of a great storm, A missing roof is a predictable inconvenience.
Can you stop making it seem like I care more about this house than you do? Doesn't it upset you at all to see your home?
I won't pretend it's ideal.
This is the roof over your head, your shelter from the cold. The furniture is scattered, the paintings have fallen off the walls, the windows are shattered.
The way I see it, these problems are easily solved.
Ugh, this is precisely why I hate talking to you about sentimental things. It's like banging my head against a wall. You simply don't understand.
It sounds like this is causing you a lot of anguish.
You mean the house or the paintings?
I mean your sentiment.
Oh, well, yes. But I'd rather not dwell on such things right now.
Generally speaking, when anguish becomes the norm, people usually make an attempt to improve their situation.
But there are so many people and things in life that are difficult to change. Anguish can be a source of inspiration.
I'm glad you're able to make yourself think like that.
What kind of a response is that? I was stating a profound truth about the very nature of—
And I wasn't
happy
that you can always find an answer that backs up your view.
You—
More often than not, life is a process of running into problems and then searching for answers. Not everyone's so—
Huh. What about you, then?
Pass me that box.
Huh? Okay.
You may consider this my progress on the path to mastery.
What? Wait a second. Isn't that box mine? Hey, it is! It must have fallen off that shelf. I'll hate them though.
Would you like me to put it in your bedroom for you?
Huh? What kind of progress is this? Does he think he can bribe me? These books on the floor, they're a complete mess. And this one. Guess I should help him repair.
Centerpiece, imported goods.
Ini kan tinggal ending-ending doang cuy.
I can picture the Mora just rolling in.
You do realize
Kain
you
Pupen
sound like a
Gears.
choking cow?
My Yuta.
It's called being imposing. Can't you?
Oh, I'm positively shaking in my sandals. What command?
You've got a lot of nerve, Nefer. You went and told Candace and the other. Seriously, do you have any idea how differently they seem?
Surely that's a good thing. I presume they're more disposed to action.
You traded my secret for sympathy! Thanks to you, I've lost every last shred of my mercantile majesty. How am I supposed to make anyone think I'm a big, scary investor now?
The dark days of Lord Sangama Bay are behind you. Why not take this chance?
Speaking of friends, since when?
A coming together of fates, nothing more.
Forget it. Here, so... I really took a loss this time.
I'm trying to see if you're really crying or if those are just crocodile tears. A little birdie told me that when Lord Sangama Bay makes money, the tears flow from the center of her eyes. But when she loses it, they flow from the corners.
Ugh, you are so annoying. I'm not talking to you anymore.
Nefer! Thank goodness you're here. I've been looking up—
Huh? Oh, well. If it isn't the House of Dana's very own librarian. What can I offer you today, Miss Katayun?
Oh, no. I'm not here to buy. I'm here to bring Lady Nefer a book. And a fascinating one at that.
Reasoning knows not time of day, but suspense always follows a blizzard.
Huh? Isn't that the one that...
It was all the rage for a while. People throughout the city were clamoring to get their hands on a copy. The names inside
Makasih ya,
were
Tetsuya.
circled,
Don't bring up that book in my presence. I don't even want to hear its name. That thing was nothing but a scam.
Surprisingly enough, I've actually heard of this book. Though it doesn't seem...
You're from the Vahumana and you're asking me what the truth is? I brought you this book.
Don't tell me it's actually any good.
You may not know this, Lord Sangamabe.
Apa sih kuenya?
Lady Nefer, perhaps she feels that
Ini berapa jam berarti aku baru keluar ya?
interesting secrets.
Ini aku udah jam 5 loh.
Words in her mouth. It's probably fair to say she prefers the conversation.
Suits my style as an intel broker.
Thank you, Chewie.
And as it happened,
incense?
I imagine you...
Well, but I'll gladly...
Katayun, you...
Sudah bukan cerita utama ini. Nah, skip aja lah.
Congratulations.
Well done, Kale. After studying for so long.
Sure hasn't been easy for you, huh?
All grown up. No luck.
Thanks, everyone. It's true. I'm an official forest ranger now. Master Tainari, thank you for your guidance and support.
Thank you, Cuy.
Sino were here so I could
Thank you.
I'm afraid the party will have to wait.
Dia sekolahnya lama berarti kalau ini ya. Baru jadi forest ranger sekarang dari Sumeru. Sumeru itu berapa tahun yang lalu? 3 tahun yang lalu ya.
There's nothing wrong with my health. I've made plans with the Traveler and Paimon to visit Mondstadt.
Well, that's a relief.
Of course.
Halo Asen.
After all that catching up on sleep and food, Paimon's
Thank you, Hoena tuh. Banyak banget cuy.
So much time.
Hey!
Don't worry.
Paimon's been looking around the
Masih banyak ya? Nih cuy, pantalan cuy. Oh, kacamataan juga sama. Pokoknya sama cuy. Betul ya, aku dapat pro-nya dan aku bingung pro-nya. Aku malah gak tahu pro-nya atau skillnya kayak apa. Kalian aja belum kerjain ini. Bang, belum gua kerjain yang pro-nya. Ini kalau dia belum. Coba saudaraan dia. Ali, bisa jadi.
Traveler, Paimon.
What's going?
Nothing much. Nahida was...
Oh, the trap.
You make it sound like I'm on the... If we can just get to the bottom of Dotori's intentions, we can minimize his...
Semangat cuy.
Found optimism.
Observe.
Sabtu kamu masuk ya? Sabtu pokoknya libur sekolah sekarang.
I can sense the change in
Everything Dotori said to you was a way to manipulate your mind.
Can someone as old as me really continue?
If it helps, just think of yourself as a late bloomer. It's all a matter of phrasing, and it comes down to what standards you measure yourself by. For a puppet, developing at such an age is perfectly normal. But if you choose to call yourself a late bloomer, it sounds more like you consider yourself human.
however you see yourself. Well done.
All right. Nice.
Anyway, what's your next step?
Kami lihat
What else can I do but complete my current courses?
sebelum sebelumnya sih harusnya support dia ya.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. There are still things
Soalnya jarang Arkon keluar
I'll be heading there now.
apa setelah Arkon sebelumnya jadi tapi kalau Binati Tung jadi Arkon bisa lihat di TPS. Biasanya support DPS gitu dia.
What about you, Nahida? How are you holding up? The Pyrognosis burned down the corrupted Irminsul. The flames
Pertama
blazed
Fenty
for 7
support.
days and 7 nights before they
Kedua
finally
rekan
subsided.
Geo. Pertama yang muncul dia tuh DPS sebelum di build, belum di buff.
Aru shoulders the
Terus
responsibilities
ke
that once belonged to Irminsul.
Sumeru support.
Situation was contained before it
Tapi
got
Sumeru
out of
natuan
hand, so
TPS.
Tibet's most vital information has largely been preserved.
Tinggal Orobinan itu Arkon atau enggak.
Over you, doesn't it?
Kalau gak ditemukan kemungkinan besar rendah dari dia support deh. Dari Kutja.
There's no need to worry.
Biasanya polanya
Thanks to
gitu.
Nicole's extraordinary talents, my connection to Irminsul has been severed. Angels can do they can. In my eyes, much of what she went on to.
So, does that mean your situation is stable now?
Correct. Just imagine that Aru has become the new Irminsul, and the essence of my existence, the wisdom of Sumeru, has ultimately converged into a single, unified.
Whatever it is, the important thing is that
Dendro Archon, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Oh, thank goodness you're here. Greeting.
Sir Nevis, do you have some?
Yes, there's something I need to report.
Nesnaya.
The Fatui Harbinger, the rooster, senses his sympathies, along with all the usual pleasantries.
The Rooster tuh siapa ya? Si itu bukan sih? Yang kecil itu?
Unrest and not cry.
Oh, Celina?
I was subjected to internal censure. This madness was the act
Atau
of a
siapa?
No less than can be expected.
Snezhnaya paid a heavy price working to stop him. They even The letter goes on to say that even so, Snezhnaya cannot claim to be blameless. Apparently, they will deal with the Torii subordinates in accordance with Snezhnayan law, holding all those involved in his crimes accountable. Additionally, they are supplying relief funds and supplies, which are already en route. They hope this will aid in Sumeru's reconstruction.
sounds like he's got an answer for everything.
Zhangli pertama muncul itu di PS cuy. Jangan salah cuy. Habis di buff itu baru jadi support dia. Support buat sustain.
Disaster has had a profound impact on Sumeru. There is much that I will keep in my heart. The matter of the Torii can be seen as settled for now. We are sure to cross paths again in the future, and in that light, Snezhn with Irminsul burned.
Perhaps we can move on to a less.
Of course! Junior Zod, Sino, and Hypatia all told me the same thing.
What a wonderful idea. That just leaves the question of what we should eat.
Not more tomatoes, surely.
More? Dendro Archon, what do you mean by more tomatoes?
Those good friends of yours are always talking about tomatoes. Sometimes when I'm walking through the city, I can even hear them arguing in the field. Tomatoes. Tomatoes. The word has a certain magic to it. Like the autumn fur of a sumpter beast swirling.
Tomatoes. What can we make with tomatoes? Wait, why tomatoes?
Take your time, there's no need to rush. The traveler Paimon.
Does this mean you're going to Natlan? Meet them there in
I know. But this is necessary. Traveler, Paimon. We'll set off as soon as you're ready.
Sure. We'll be ready.
You'll hear no objections from Paimon. We should grab some snacks.
Wonderful. Natlan is such a lively place.
Kok dia bisa masuk sini sih? Kan harusnya nggak bisa.
I can see that. There are people outside exercising at all hours. Such a healthy way of life.
You came. Welcome, welcome. You must be hungry from your journey. Would you like
Oh,
some
Naida bisa masuk ke Nathan cuy ya.
Thanks, but no thanks. We've been eating the whole way here. We had a mushroom platter, sap's meat stew.
Kan harusnya ada barrier ya dia. Nathan tuh kan terisolasi.
Paimon's positively stuffed.
All right, all right. No need for all that detail. I'm starting to get hungry myself.
Maybe later then. We can wait till everyone's gotten that.
Sounds like a plan. I should tell you, I already have some sense of why you've come.
Why's that, Malika?
To say thank you.
Your senses are spot on, but
Because the pyronosis has vanished?
Despite scouring through the remnants of Irminsul, we couldn't find any sign of the pyronosis. Not even any trace of it burning.
That's certainly unusual. Still, the potential fallout from Irminsul's loss is significant, to say the least. Perhaps the pyronosis's disappearance is there's no need to feel guilty. We were clear that this time there was to be no returning.
Thank you really is a fascinating phrase. We use it to express gratitude for the smallest of things. Yet, when faced with a kindness too immense to describe, it's not that we lack other means of expression. It's that when we truly need to express our feelings...
You're right. In that land, we prefer simple expressions too. Companionship.
That's wonderful to hear. Sincere feelings are often a vehicle for the deepest wisdom of all.
Irminsul's destruction doesn't seem to have done you much harm.
There's still a lot of work to do, but before we begin, we felt...
Partly to express our gratitude, but also because we felt...
That's a nice way of putting it. I like that. To tell you the truth, though, I'm not a fan of somber meetings. So, since there's nothing more to say, why don't we go bask in some actual sunlight? The weather's beautiful today.
What a great idea! Paimon's gonna lie back and soak up some rays!
In that case, I think I'll lie down for a bit too before we head to our next stop.
And where might that be?
Mondstadt. Paimon and I are gonna head back there with Kale and the gang.
Long ago, I sensed that the god remains inside Kale had come from the goddess of flowers, but I kept it a secret. Those remains weren't hurting Kale, not as she is now. They simply exist. Besides, I could sense a deep yearning within her. A yearning for an ordinary life. A yearning to hold on to the hard-won happiness she now enjoys. With someone like her, I have a
She should be ready to face the truth.
Whenever people meet, there is always the potential to create warmth and kindness. Every child grows up, but even as adults, they are still children in the eyes of certain people.
Oh, just like how Paimon sometimes sees Nahida as a little kid. Is that so? Well, anyone who's friends with a kid is probably a kid themselves. Of course! And there's nothing wrong with that. When we get back, we'll actually be hanging out with another of our friends who happens to be a kid. Or more like looking after, in her case. Anyway, we'll always be there to watch.
Dear Sucrose, when you receive this letter, I'll probably be as busy as always. Impressive, right? You probably heard. Plus, it's not just...
Dainari, is that...
Don't you say it! Is that the great Vayu Vyastra? Behold, the great
Vayu Vyastra.
General Mahamatra.
How times have changed. I wasn't expecting you to beat me to the punchline. You've changed.
You've really upped the aggression in your battle against Sino's jokes.
Kale, how did you know what I was going to say?
For the love of...
Er ser ut dit. Nu het het wel wat bij de zijn in die schaaien.
I hope we haven't kept you waiting.
Kale! Sucrose, it's been so long. I've been well. Everything's going great. What about you?
Kung mau datang Ember ya temannya si itu kan Ember padahal. Temannya Kole.
Sucrose, you might want to try asking your question.
Albedo! Paimon didn't see you there!
It's been a while since all of us were together like this. How about...
Good idea, my friend. You never...
So, what are your identities this time?
Don't remind him.
First things first. Allow me to introduce our very own official forest ranger Kale. The rest of us are simply her humble travel companion.
This sounds like one of those mushy stories that gets people hooked on some corny, heartwarming premise.
Oh, is our story not heartwarming? If I recall correctly...
Besides being heartwarming, our story's also about tough, impressive-sounding job titles.
Oh, you're here already. I'm still giving Dodoko a little trim. I won't be a moment.
A trim? Does Dodoko need haircuts too?
Of course. It's important to know how to take loving care of the apples of your eye. All of these trivial matters get left to me. It's because I'm an angel, and angels are, in a way, the guardians of all Teyvat.
Oh, right! Well, that's definitely an impressive-sounding job title.
What are you writing?
I'm just brainstorming some cool-sounding lines.
Oh, write them on these card backs.
Of course.
Clearly, my lines are pretty amazing, wouldn't you say?
Miss Nicole.
Kale? You seem a little nervous.
I was just wondering, who was the person you mentioned?
Wish. What do you...
Miss Nicole asked if we could meet up in Mondstadt once everything was over. She said a friend of hers had a wish that needed my help to come true.
Well, you never mentioned that before. All we knew was that you'd arranged to meet in
To be fair, everything I told you was true. Come on, let's pay her a visit.
Huh? You...
Surprised? I bet you weren't expecting to meet a woman like me beneath this beautiful tree in a faraway land. An oasis will spring from the place where a djinn resides. That's it.
Lilupar? What do you...
I made friends with Miss Nicole. I asked her to bring me here and then invite... The prologue to this story is that I have a wish. It has stirred within my heart for centuries. Millennia, even. Originally, it was merely Al-Ahmar's lie, but now it has become reality. Could this be...
related to the goddess of flowers?
My dear young lady, my mistress left her final trace in this world upon you. I can't tell you how glad I am to see you, and now I have seen, but...
I do. I want them...
But how do you decide what it...
They are. Miss Nicole said...
Don't you want anything from the...
She gave me a revelation once.
In the past, you would not have possessed such a rich heart. Your brief life... How fascinating. You're nothing like Nabu Malikata, and you're so...
Of course not. I'm not some great and powerful being.
Yet I am a djinn. We exist because of the Lord of Flowers. We revere and love her, Kale.
But her remains won't be easy to remove.
That's beside the point. First, I need to know.
I'm willing.
But look, you know nothing about me. Even if you have heard the stories about me, all you... so you do know. Your lips are quivering, your eyes trembling. My dear young lady, to repay your kindness...
Are you sure about this, Lilip?
I yearn to see my mistress. For this moment, the world can burn, and you, Kale, I can give you a gift.
But Miss Lilopar...
My wish will be fulfilled, and I can die happy.
Why would you wish for that?
A long, unending life might seem desirable for one who has never possessed it, yet it brings torment to one who has. Since you've promised to grant my wish, give me that release. Allow the dying...
Kale, there's no pressure on you. What she said?
It's as if you want to use the last of your life.
Nothing so selfless. We'll be using our futures to fulfill each other's wishes.
I understand.
Close your eyes, Kale. Then open your soul. From there, I will embrace my mistress. The downpour of flowers is your touch. Like returning to the very beginning. like surrendering to your grace, my mistress. People say that devotion is beautiful, yet filled with pain. How foolish of them. For me, devotion... Thank you.
Hi, Nishan.
She disappeared.
She left, carrying the blessing of
Kale, are you alright? I'm fine. Now that the remains are gone, I don't actually feel any different at all.
Those remains weren't hurting Kale. Not as she is now. They simply exist.
I'm 60.
I could sense a deep yearning within.
Kale must have already received what she was yearning for.
I'm doing fine. I feel
then my wish has come true too.
To become ordinary?
Sarita na humara nada iwan matapantari tanglas rapat juga.
So between Miss Lilopar
Sumeru itu mau bikin frustasi cuy, bikin trauma itu. Apa kau udah kelar? Depan berat Genshin, ekspor lah. Awar enak. Thank you, Misan.
Hey, Kale.
Harusnya dia ini yang berteman ya.
Some kind of secret event. How come you start?
Huh? Oh no, it's nothing like that.
Really? Who?
Me. The old me.
So that's what this is all about. Did you come all the way to Mondstadt for that? Because we knew the old you, so we could witness.
Exactly. The old me is gone. I puffed her into the air.
Do you think maybe up in the sky?
Ya lama ini akun kuesin lebih.
I think, at least, if it were up to me, I'd consider that.
Dan mungkin bisa lebih cepat kalau di skip dialognya.
Dear Sucrose, even though my childhood ended long ago, these past few days have really felt like growing up again. I've become stronger, and I feel like I can finally accomplish. Surely someone as mysterious as you. I came to say goodbye to my old self. I know that after this, she'll be gone. Thinking about it makes me feel a little lonely, but somewhere in my heart, I feel a great sense of joy. It feels like I've always wanted to take this step.
Oh, skipnya masih 4 jam ya, lama emang. Sudah kelap. Oh, ada traveler Theo, berarti siapa itu ya? Ada info conquest. Belum ada cuy. Balik ke Notepad lagi. Notepad patch terakhir sebelum pindah ke SNES ya. Aku mana ambil siapa sih itu? Opponent, apa sih namanya? Anekdot. Siapa yang kemarin aku ambil ya? Nggak ada di Sumeru, nggak ada. 40 hari lagi cuy. Nggak ada. Oh ini, Cina. Maybe mata nanti. Bangun-bangun lapar dong. Oh salah deh, kayak aku udah pernah deh. Jolly apa cuy? Di jalan toko dia kan? Oh ya udah pernah aku sawah nih pada aku. Jangan ambil ini harusnya. That's nice. I'm from Indonesia. Ambil aja cuy. Kesini aja.
So that left the shop without staff.
I'm from Indonesia, Miss Sun.
That close, but since I happen to be free, I thought I'd do something for a friend. Thanks for the sure. Delicious. Hey, Kanish, what are you idling around for? Come forth and serve the almighty Dragon Lord. Go.
Busy right now.
Baloney. You're not doing a thing right now. Kachina will be fine. Serving your lord drinks is a far more.
Not if there's none.
What? How could it have?
Not that there was a.
Why? This was barely enough to wet our.
Come on. Let's go say hello. We meet again, traveler. Yeah.
Ambil aja cuy, aku masih mematung kan di situ. Lagi ngobrol sama NPC soalnya.
All know that the mighty Ahau spent all our. Seems like our job is done.
Huh? Leaving so soon? Not on my watch. Good thing but since we've run into each other, let's go grab some dinner together to celebrate Kachina's first time managing a shop solo. Look! Kachina spotted us! Oh, and by the way, there will be lots of iced canape. Ahem! Then I, Kahula How, shall deign to accept. Yay! Coming, Noella!
Ambil aja langsung cuy ya, lagi ngobrol sama NPC. Thank you. Gak nampak dua ini siapa ya berarti ya? Kole aja apa? Ini udah 3. Kole aja.
Talk to the Electro Archon whenever you are troubled.
What? Another bad one? No, let me try again.
Cuman mau muncul aja tadi di layar. Ini ada event apa lagi ya? Ini belum ku kerjain. Yang ini, nah udah. 500 cuy, lumayan cuy. Ini belum. Ini belum. Malam ini gacoan di tempat aku. Antrinya parah cuy, males aku. Makannya nggak kenyang, antrinya lama. Ini aku ambil siapa ya? Itu heng. It's fine, you can chat. I will reply. Wala apa ya berpotensi, tapi yang wala. Apa kami satu ayat aja ya? Satunya ayat itu apa sih? Oh ya. Tapi cuma 0,3 doang. Iya kah? Itu taruh yang kan? Iya cuy, cuy. You want to pull Nicole? No, I'm skip. gacha in this patch. Already tap or hot way when pull never. I don't have free more. Only 2k left. I'll skip this patch. Saving for next patch maybe. Achievement ada beberapa. Ini minggu depan kelar ya men. Yang ini dong kalau gak dapet sih itu susah cuy. Ada 50 kan? Lima satu. Aki, aku channel F1 Furina pandalan ntar dulu ya. Nanti tunggu reran TPS terus sambung channelnya.
So don't be your own fool.
Urina tuh kapan cuy? Masih ada kabar lah sih? Besok kan si siapa? Mafu sama Mohem kan? Nanti 7 pasti ada kolom binasan Sandron. So patch 2 nya nggak tahu siapa. Padahal Patawan jadi karakter pembuka, bukan pembuka ya, pembukaan cukup manal ya. Cukup manal tuh siapa ya? Belum ada ya, belum ada kabarnya.
Emotions are like a raging torrent that surges through the mind. More often than not, if you try to hold them back, you'll be swept away by the
Di Dragon Spin tuh ada deh. Caca Nicole, enggak cuy aku patch kali ini skip, enggak kira aku patch kali ini. Nggak ada primonya. Nggak mau maksain primo. Ya Frina bagus kok. Buat support bagus. Apalagi C2. Udah kekumpul. Sikat gas cuy. Langsung up. Di mana ya ada yang musang warna putih itu? Ada di Dragon Spin ini lah. Dragon Spin ini cuma yang mana lupa aku tempatnya. Di sini ya. Nanti Caca, Furina, Noel, Linnea, Sarija, Pantalon. 1, 2. Noel kamu jadi DPS cuy. Masih ngapa sih damage-nya si Noel? Kok sudah ada C sih? Masa belum gua ambil? Serius? Iya cuy, ada C sih. Bahagianya.
Receive my blessing with one heart.
We pray.
A bitter pill to swallow. Seems like an emergency.
Can I disprove it?
We got lucky. It could have been a trap.
Iya cuy, sama-sama cuy. Lagi mampir-mampir ke Travel Spain ada Jason. Apa mau nyari pet tadi? Di mana ya ada pet yang bisa ditangkap di Dragon Spain ya? Tapi ada pet langka di sini kok. Cuman di mana lupa. Nado. Tapi ya bisa diubah dengan artefak kan? Maksudnya bisa diubah dengan artefak apanya? Kalau si Noel tanpa emerald bina ya nggak bisa aktif cuy lunarnya coy. Cuma si bina doang lunarnya berarti. Lunar Helennya itu sekali hit doang tapi lebih lama cooldownnya. Gak bisa jadi main DPS dia, kurang worth it. Kalau Noel dan Pak Konobina nggak bisa keluar. Aku Noel tuh aku build deh perasaan deh. Dan aku 12 cuy. Ini level 9 ya, damage agak angkat dia. Senjata standar dia pakai ini, nggak punya nilai angel. Yang paling bagus bidang 4-nya ya ini dia. Ini kalau kamu nggak jadiin lunar, udah bagus dia. Tapi kalau kamu jadiin lunar masih agak mending keangkat dia damage-nya. Tapi kalau mandelin damage Q murni Q dia udah nangkat. Punya aku udah C6 deh pesan Noel tuh.
Don't trust your eyes uncritically. People only see what they want to. So don't be your own fool.
Kalau kamu jadi lunar mungkin masih masuk damage-nya. Stellar Conduct bisa di naruh ke Q, naruh juga kan kayaknya. Ah ini ada nih. Jangan kabur deh. Ya kabur dia. Ah udah.